been learning about the Hindenburg disaster of 1937, and we want to recreate it in this decomposition reaction using hydrochloric acid and tinfoil. So over here we've filled a flask with about 25 milliliters of hydrochloric acid, and I've affixed a balloon over the top, and that's going to be like our Hindenburg. And we're going to add tinfoil as the catalyst so that we release pure hydrogen gas. Now, after we take off the balloon, we're going to put the flask into the fume hood. So any residual hydrogen will go right up into the fume hood, and it doesn't bother us in the classroom. So let's start out. And one of the questions, class, is you touch the flask. I want you to ask yourself, is this an exothermic or endothermic reaction, depending on how the flask feels to the touch once we add the catalyst. Remember, the catalyst is just a little piece of tinfoil that we wadded up here. And you can see that it's got kind of a shiny glaze to it. That'll dissolve really quickly in the acid. So the first thing is we're going to add it to our flask. And then I'm going to fix my balloon stopper over the top. Just like that. And then as I walk around with this, I'm going to go ahead and put on a glove because you'll find when you touch this flask, it's going to get pretty warm to the touch. I'm going to kind of hold that on. Okay. Now I'm looking at my tin foil, and I'm starting to see bubbles. There's a bubble. Okay. I'll pull that down. Okay, touch the flask gently. Gently. How does it feel? Does it feel warm? No. Okay, look at my balloon. Something's happening to the balloon. It looks like. Want to gently touch it? Is that hot?
Yeah.
I can feel it through my glove. Is it hot? Okay, so is this exothermic or endothermic, Gabby? Okay, my balloon's getting bigger. Now, what kind of gas is in the balloon? It's the same kind of gas in the Hindenburg. Hydrogen, right? So we're filling our balloon with hydrogen gas. You want to touch the flask? Is that pretty hot?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the second part when we ignite the balloon. So we're going to do this safely by putting our flask in the fume hood. And what we want to do is see if that hydrogen gas is flammable, because that's what happened with the Hindenburg. Okay, now let's have Madison hit the lights. Okay, can you see it okay? Okay, here we go. The Hindenburg.